It's me, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, sports traveler, not suffering from amnesia, for I'm in the Federated States of Micronesia. This is my 11th country to visit in Oceania. There are 14 independent countries, numero 11. Now, you look behind me, this looks like it was a baseball field, and you would be correct. Now, baseball is the #1 sport here in Micronesia, but apparently not taking care of their baseball field is #1. Now, from what I understand, and I could be wrong, this thing really went to the skids during the COVID pandemic, and they've not really picked it up. But I can't confirm that, and I also can't confirm why on earth are there like push-ups or monkey bars like between the pitcher's mound and first base. I haven't figured that part out. But what I have figured out is this was a place for baseball at some point, and when it was kept up, this was a beautiful ballpark. But right now it needs just a little bit more than some TLC, some 10 to 11 care, if you know what I'm saying. So if you look behind me, obviously you can't even make out, unless you know where you're looking, where the pitcher's mound is, or where home plate was. The pitcher's mound is just right up there where it's a little bit elevated, just directly to the ear of the monkey bars, handlebars, whoever put those in. I guess someone may have put those in during the pandemic. I'm just speculating, I have no idea. Home plate is not here. Home plate is somewhere right about there. That's not home plate. I'm going to give you a panorama, by the way. It's a little windy. It's 18 December 2023. By the way, this is also the day that the baseball team from Pohnpei, this is the island we're on, Pohnpei, Pohnpei. I saw them play in Palau 4 days ago. They're flying back after playing a 4-game friendly. I saw game 3 of the 4-game friendly, and I've got some video and pictures of that up on the YouTube channel, and you can link to it from MrSportsTravel.com. So this is the National Baseball Stadium, or was, Daney Field. If you look very carefully, you can see the scoreboard, or what's left of it, way out in the left center field. But you can see they haven't done anything to this field. It's been since COVID. It's 18 December 2023, so we're talking more than 3 years of growth. My sense is it may have been condemned longer than that. I need to do a little bit more research. I've only been here on the island not even 24 hours. I got here yesterday about 2 or 3 o'clock from Guam, a U.S. territory. So I will give you a panorama. Baseball is the #1 sport here in Micronesia. I've seen some basketball as I've roamed around the city of Kolonia, by the way. That's where we are. We're on the island of Pohnpei, P-O-H-N-P-E-I, or in the city of Kolonia, K-O-L-O-N-I-A, K-O-L-O-N-I-A, city of Kolonia. Now, other video I have of the softball complex, that's where they actually practice, because obviously they practice here for those games, the national baseball team, when they play the under-19 national team in Palau. That was a big difference too. Micronesia sent its best baseball players from Pohnpei, the main island here, whereas Palau played its under-19 national team. So there you go. Beautiful mountain views behind me. Let me go ahead and give you the panorama. I'm not panorama, but I'm going to give you the panorama. So when this place wasn't decrepit as it is now, it's pretty nice. So let's give you a little overview here. So I am standing right along the early stages of the home plate, somewhere in there. I'm going to move my camera this way. Here's your covered grandstand. You can see quite a bit of seating. Let me give you a little walk. As we walk this way, I'm going to have to lift up my tripod. So we're going to walk here down the third base line. You can see in the distance quite a nice view. Got a couple dudes hanging out in the dugout. But look at that view. It's a pretty nice view, ladies and gentlemen. Whole mountain range in the distance. Just park it here for a minute. So look at that. You got a nice, beautiful mountain range in the distance. It's been mostly cloudy with some sprinkling of sun here. It's got light standards when they were working. My guess is it was a funding issue, perhaps during and post-pandemic. No idea. Have to do a little bit more research on that. As of 18 December, I can't give you an answer. And if we go down here, looks like this was potentially in here one of the bullpens. I'm speculating. My guess is this was one of the bullpens. And over here, probably the other bullpen over there. You can see some kids just kind of hanging out here. And pretty good sized complex here. You can see this mountain range. Might be looking at some rain later today. As you can see, this is a pretty nice field when it's not condemned, but unfortunately it has been, I wouldn't say condemned, but it's been neglected. This in the word of the Who is, I can't explain, I think it's love. I can't explain this. No, I can't explain. I can't explain. Someone must have inserted that somewhere. The pitcher's mound is right about here. You can see the elevation there. There's the pitcher's mound. But yeah, this needs some TLC, ladies and gentlemen. You can make out here is, I think, third base. So this ballpark needs some TLC in a big way. I'll zoom in on the scoreboard way down there, yonder. As you can see, nice mountain views everywhere you look here. Very nice. It's not unusual that there would be funding issues. I'm going to put this thing back on the tripod here. Stabilize this and get back in the camera and give you some more information. So we stabilize this bad boy as now the sun comes out a little bit. If I can get in there. So it's me again. I almost hurt myself there. So funding is not uncommon of an issue in this part of the world. Baseball is a very expensive sport. You need equipment. Obviously you need to maintain the field. That costs money. When I saw that friendly in Palau between the Micronesia national team and Palau under 19 team on 14 December, 4 days ago, originally that was supposed to be a tournament with Guam, a U.S. territory, and Saipan participating. But it didn't happen. And my guess is there was some logistical funding issues. One of the bigger issues is there's not enough flights going between these places. So yesterday I flew from Guam to here, Pohnpei, but it stopped in Chuuk, another state here in Micronesia, but that flight's not every day. It's called an island hopper from United. So basically United Airlines flies from, I think it originates in Guam, and goes to Chuuk, it goes then to Pohnpei, then it goes to Jero, where I'll be going to in a few days, which is in the Marshall Islands. That'll be my 12th country to visit if I get there on time. And then it goes to Honolulu. So there's not a lot of flights, so that could be an issue, just the transportation issue, and then obviously funding to keep up the fields. Saipan, I don't know what the flight situation is there. I think Saipan is north of Guam. But that was the plan. They were supposed to have a 4-team tournament in Palau, between Palau, Micronesia, Guam, and Saipan. Didn't happen. So funding is definitely a challenge in these parts. I'm standing here on one of the legs here so you can see me here. So hope you enjoyed the tour of the Daney Field, the condemned Daney Field here in Micronesia. It's the GOAT, over and out.